I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, a very good defense will be on the field. The Cowboys are top 10 in fewest points allowed, and they'll be up against the Redskins offense that wants to prove it can do some damage.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Washington Redskins. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
They'll hand it off to Kelly. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it sets him up with second and just 2 yards to go.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Cousins to throw it. Got his man over the middle. This is quick. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. To throw is Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Now Elliott. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
A first down carry by Elliott. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
A A second down throw for Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. The rookie from Alabama, Jonathan Allen. And that'll bring up 4th down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And the first 3 points of the night belong to our home team as they get the field goal on the game's initial drive.
A good, solid drive. It didn't wind up in the end zone, but that's okay. You've got something positive on the board, and you got the early lead.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
2nd down following the run. Cousins now. Setting up the screen to Kelly. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Give. This is Kelly. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Cousins. And he fires one, but incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, Prescott. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Ryan Kerrigan from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They'll keep it in the hands of Kelly. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. Throwing, Cousins. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. That'll bring up 2nd down. And that's twice now already in this 1st quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
2nd down following the incompletion. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
It's Kelly, and some room to work. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. And he fires one incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On 3rd down, it's Thompson. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now the 4th-year man from Oklahoma, Tress Way, on to punt, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over here at the 20. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
They go to Elliott again. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Ryan Kerrigan in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Prescott now on second down. Flush to his right. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Prescott from the gun. Out left side here to Bryant. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Forced out to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A give to Elliott. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Prescott. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
Second down now after the incompletion. Now Cousins. Pryor has it complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On the It's Kelly. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Second down, Cousins. This one caught by Crowder. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First down, here's Cousins. Dancing to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
This is Kelly. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
They'll go again with Kelly. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Cousins now on 2nd down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 4-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. And goal, Kelly. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. To throw, Cousins. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Ooh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Oh, design run for their wideout. 6 yards puts them right on the doorstep, but now it'll be 4th and goal. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. Throwing his Cousins. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Tyrone Crawford getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They start on the ground with Elliott. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Try to lay one up deep. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
On 2nd down, Prescott again. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, ball may come your way.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Prescott now. And that's caught by Beasley. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. A Dallas 1st down. Prescott hooking up with Beasley. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Prescott. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Cowboys on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. gun. Here's Prescott. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Tenth carry now for Elliott. And he's got room. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. After the penalty, it's Elliott. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting. And even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A second down throw for Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Again, it's Elliott. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Looking to throw. Prescott being chased out left. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Now Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Kelly. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Cousins from the gun on third. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there of 22.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
A first down throw for Cousins. And he's got his man on the comebacker. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
On first and 10, Cousins. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. 30, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Well, the drive starts with Rob Kelly. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Redskins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Kelly. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Cousins on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Cousins. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. The Redskins on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Now Cousins. Jordan Reed has it. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They go play action here on first down. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So this will be the 9th play on this drive. Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On third down, Cousins. The quick slant caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Now Kelly on the toss. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up. Wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense. throwing. Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when you intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
The give is to Elliott. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run with Elliott. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So out now come the Redskins. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Tries the right side. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd down and 12. from the gun. Here's Cousins. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. David Irving, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And a hook up over the middle to Pryor. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. Prescott from the gun. Out left side here to Bryant. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Prescott finding his big receiver Bryant there for a Cowboy first down. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So for the Cowboys, they continue to keep pace for that first round bye as they move to 11-1. And now they'll have a a few extra days here before they face the Giants next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they will try to turn it around next week as they head down to Carson for a matchup with the LA Chargers. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.